so today we'll discuss about last session we thought to discuss these topics. Right? We have just roughly discussed, but we haven't discussed as a hands-on and detail. We'll discuss about the physical year, posting periods, then we'll discuss about the field status variants. Okay, so these are called as variants. These are called as variants. Okay, three variants. Okay, so we have different, but still these three variants like physical year, posting and field status variants. So first one, physical year variant. Give me a moment, okay? Okay, so in physical year variant, now we will define in our system what is a physical year, like financial year. It's nothing but physical year, nothing but financial year. So which financial year is our client following? So who is our client ma here? Hima, who is our client here? Like for example, for whom we are posting the books here, Tata Motors. Okay, I think we created TM00 if I'm not wrong. Okay, so for our Tata Motors, what is the physical year Tata Motors following? Like for example, as we discussed earlier, it can be Tata Motors following April 2021 to present. If I take an example of present financial year, okay, April 2021 to March 2022. Agree? Okay, so this is kind of Indian and the neighboring countries of Indian companies. Okay, so it can be April to March or any non-calendar year like July to June. Okay, or it can be September to then August. Any financial year, it depends upon the country to country, region to region. Indian countries and neighboring countries of India will follow this kind of. Whereas when you go for UK and US countries other than India, they follow which financial year they will follow? Any idea? Do you have access to unmute first of all? Do you have access to unmute? Calendar year, very good.
Hello?
Yeah, you can unmute, right? Hima?
Yeah, we can. Thank you.
Okay, so you can unmute if you need to respond. Okay, based on your responses, I'll able to understand whether you are following or not.
Okay, thank you.
So UK and US, unnecessary discussions we will take it up later. But yes, response wise you can use it. Okay, April to March, and UK and US will follow like calendar year as said. Calendar year means Jan 2021 or whatever the year we'll keep aside. December 2021. It will start and end in the same physical year, means that is calendar year. Okay, so here it's called as a non-calendar year. Non-calendar year. So how we are going to define? Already in a SAP we have here V3 as a variant defined, and here we have a K4 as variant defined, and other different variants also it got defined in a SAP product. Okay, here whatever the variant we will just check in our physical year variant, and then we will assign it to our company code in the next step. Step 2 will assign physical year variant to our company code. Okay, now here this is called as non-calendar year, or here it called as year shift dependent. That means here it's depending upon other 3 months like Jan, Feb, March of 2022 years. Okay, now here in this case physical year is 2021. Here the physical year is 2021, but here in this case it's following calendar year Jan to December, but here in this case April to March, that is 2021 is depending this year. 2021 financial year physical year is depending upon the 2022 March. 3 months of next year. Okay, year shift dependent. We'll say year shift dependent as discussed. V3, K4. These are the variants. Now, if you have to define V3, we'll discuss it later in our next sessions. But as if now, what we will do, we have a V3, K4. We will use it for our company code. Any doubts here? Shall we go with hands-on at this with this particular area?
Yes, yes, we can go ahead.
Right.
Yeah.
So I can see Ashish new, Mohan Abbas new. Just if you're unable to follow, please ask.
Hello, ma'am. Ashish. Yeah, I joined late. Sorry, like due to network issue. So I missed initial, sessions.
It's okay. Just we started from variant. Okay, we are discussing about the financial year and how the financial year defined in the SAP. If it is like India, April to which are following like in a March, April to March kind of a physical year, wherein the months are not as per the calendar. Okay, April to next year 2022 March. So this is not as per calendar. So that is called as non-calendar year following.
Okay.
Okay, Indian countries, neighboring countries like Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Saudi, Dubai, all these will follow these kind of calendar year only, non-calendar year only. And when it comes to calendar year in SAP, we have UK, US, other than neighboring countries of India, they will follow calendar year, Jan to December. Now, based on your company, the variants, these are the variants, okay, in SAP. Already defined. So B3, K4. Okay, so what we do, we will not create, we will use whatever there in the product as a part of our configuration. We'll see how to pick the things and assign it to our company code. Okay, now first step, those who are new, go to MSCSD, give your details, remote desk details. Okay, so you can follow my previous sessions to use this login, how we can log in.
Okay.
This is a connection to remote desk connection. This is your computer IP address, username, you will get the password. So directly I'm connecting. Okay, so this is the remote desk connection. This is Launchpad or logon pad.
So, ma'am, like we are also supposed to log in, no?
What more?
No, actually, this remote desktop is what for like we don't have access, right?
Okay, so if you are enrolled, you will get the access.
Okay.
If you are enrolled, you will get the access from supporting. If
And
you are
also, ma'am,
not enrolled,
I have to ask one query. Basically, I am a computer science graduate, BTech, basically. So, I have a 3-year experience of Linux support. Okay.
Ashish, sorry to interrupt you. What I'll do is let us continue with.
Shall we discuss later? At the end of the session.
End of the session. We'll
sure. No issues. Go ahead.
Okay, but guys, one request is topic related things you can ask ma. I stopped Ashish. It doesn't mean that you should stop yourself. No issues. Topic related things you can ask. Okay.
Sure.
Others, I'm talking to others also. Common note. Okay. Topic related things we can ask. Okay.
Sure.
Let us move on. Okay. SAP login. Then double click on Launchpad. Double click. Okay. For the freshers or for the pretty first time viewers, just I'm trying to again give the details. TRE 238 is my user ID, and once you enroll, you will be getting password. Password, please don't try to give more than twice. Incorrect password. Just if you're giving incorrect password, close it. Then again close here also. Remove desktop. Then only you can again try re-login. If not, it will lock your password. Okay. So as we discussed earlier in the previous session, 2 days we discussed about this screen. This is an easy access screen. We are not going to do the things from here. Okay. Directly we can go to tools, customizing, IMG, execute project from here. Then SAP reference IMG. From here we'll go to the consultant screen, which is an implementation guide. IMG stands for implementation guide. And we have seen few area like definition, defining company and all. Defining company, we have seen company code, business area. Okay, then we have seen assigning, very little we have seen. This is a second hands-on, I can say. Okay, so today's topic we'll go for financial accounting. As a part of financial accounting, we'll go for financial accounting global setting. Then from here, we can go to ledgers. Here we have fiscal year and posting periods. Okay, so this fiscal year and posting periods. If you're taking the notes, give directly SPRO path, heading as fiscal year, path as SPRO, then give the details like directly financial accounting, ledgers, financial accounting global setting, fiscal year and posting periods. Okay, we can go to maintain fiscal year variance. How can I get my transaction codes, or how can I hit my directly transaction codes without the path is something I can give here, OB29, OB37, these two codes. Okay, if not, if you want to remember, just go to additional info, additional information, display key, then IMG activity. Have we discussed about this, Hima? Okay.
Yes, yes, we did.
Yes, right?
Yeah,
Very
yeah.
good. Okay, okay. So here we can able to see a transaction codes. Last 4 digits would be a transaction code. Let me reiterate number of times also, it's okay. But see, OB29, it is not 0, OB29, OB37.
I'm sorry to interrupt. How can we get this screen transaction code? Like
Transaction codes, right? Okay, so let me go back and come again. Okay, so SAP reference IMG.
okay.
From here, we can go to additional info, additional information, display key, then IMG activity. Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay. Fine,
Okay,
fine,
so
fine.
additional info, display key, IMG activity. It will display the activity.
Sure,
Then
sure.
we can go to financial accounting global setting. It's a kind of like for you, for initially you will get habituated. Okay, so once you start with, just concentrate on all these things, like how to remember on your fingertips. Okay, OB29, OB37. Now first thing what we'll do, maintain physical year. Okay, or define or maintain physical year. We will maintain the physical year, but as I said just now, we have already V3K4 defined in the system. Okay, what we do, we will just go to click on IMG activity from here. Right, very good. Thank you, Hima. Okay, so go to position, just check. Go to position, just check V3. Fiscal year variant available or not, V3. So what it is saying, April to March and 4 special periods. We'll talk about these 4 special periods little later. But this is a April to March, which is non-calendar. So no calendar year checkbox is selected. 12 numbers, 4 special periods here we have. Okay, go to position. We have K4, physical year variant. K4 is a calendar year, which is calendar year means Jan to December. No need to define anything. Plus 4 special periods. Okay, so here do we need to define? Do we need to define as if now anything? So when the system is giving us default, we can pick and we can assign also. This part is called as a part of implementation. When we are picking from the product directly and assigning, that is called as configuration. Then if you are doing anything, then customization. Very good, very good. Nice understanding, both of you. Okay, so that's the here area. But if at all, what if I am following like this? What if I'm following like this? Like, we need to assign. We need to create and we need to define, then we need to assign this one. We need to create and we need to assign. So how we can do this thing? How we can do this thing? First today, you try to look at the fiscal year variance. Okay. Then let me know in tomorrow's session how we can do this, but don't try attempting. Okay, don't try doing it. Just roughly check and let me know. Okay, so this will be part of your a small kind of observation. You need to do observation how we can define. If I can define, how I can define new entries for this one. Okay. Okay, so let us now deviate. We are here. So here it's already there. Okay, now no need to define. Just go back. Go back. Enough. Okay, next step. Step 2, you will be assigning company code to physical year variant. We will assign our company code, we will assign to our company code to our physical year variant, which is OB370 code. OB37, then enter. IMG activity, same path. We are not going anywhere, same path, position. Give your company code TM00, I guess, if I'm not wrong, Tata Motors, TM00. Okay, here we will give V3. Which company we created? Indian company. So we'll take V3. Okay, V3. Simply assigning or click on drop down. Here you can go to drop down, go to find, select V3 or place with, select it. Simple step we'll do. Assigning, always no new entries while assigning. You have two things in your hand, you will link it up, means you will assign it up. At that time, always you need to go for position button. This is thumb rule now. Okay, position, check your company code, assign, simple, that's it. Say, up to here, any doubts? So, okay, when we are saving for the this customizing part, whenever we save the new area, it will ask us the request. Either you can create, if you're creating for the new company, but already we created our request, Tata Motors. Okay, so what you do, just click on drop down, select your Tata Motors and save it. I'll show you this also. I'll show you how we can do this, how we can view all the details. But as if no, this is a save, enter and save. Okay, so no need to create new request until unless it's required. We will create module wise requests. At that time, again, I'll show you. Go back. Now, next topic, posting periods. What is this posting periods? What is this posting periods? What is this posting period? What is this posting period? Now, let's say, for example, we have defined the physical year. Okay, so this is a V3, this is a K4, done. Okay, either we are following calendar or non-calendar year. In our company, we have defined. Now, which company books we will open or which month books we will open in our company is something which is defined with the help of this posting periods. Okay, like for example, we will be using Jan month's book. Which year? 2022 or present month books. Present month books are nothing but here October books. So what is the October period here? What is the October period here? October period here in SAP as per my V3 calendar year. October is the 7th month. Very good, Hima. Very good. So how she can say 7th month October is here. April is the first month when it comes to SAP periods. Okay, so this is calendar. Months as per the calendar. Month as per the calendar is 4th, but SAP period is 1. March, April, May, June, July, okay, August, September, October, November, December. Okay, then Jan. Okay, Feb, March. Okay, so 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, if I'm following K4 here, we no need to bother about anything because SAP periods will be always equal to my months, Jan to December. No need to bother. But if I'm following V3, then we have to think about, okay. So my SAP periods will be, October will be 7th month. Then, so here October. So which month I can open? 7th period I can open. How can I open? How can I open? Either it depends upon now company to company. Okay. Either they can open all the periods at one go, 1 to 12 periods at one go by specifying the year. Okay. Or one second period they can open, third period, fourth period, or quarter wise. 1 to 3, 3 to then 4 to 6, then 7 to 9. 10 to 12, like that also they can open. That is the posting periods which we define. Now here we have seen an option plus 4 periods, 4 special periods, right? So what these 4 special periods talk about? What these 4 special periods? Any idea, anyone?
Yeah, madam, maybe this is a adjustment period. They want to like pass some adjustment. Maybe
Right.
the period is closed, but they want to pass some adjustment at the year end.
Very good. Right. So periods are closed. Very good. So periods are closed. But how can I post my entries relating to audit purpose? Okay, taxes purpose. Okay, or any rectification entries purpose. Periods are closed. Like what we are saying, financial year we are defining in the system as 2021. So for the next year, my next year books will open. At the time of auditing, or at the time of rectifying our entries or posting any misentries in the past dated periods, how we can do. So these 4 special periods will help us to post the documents related to the close periods. In simple layman language, this is a simple layman language, okay? So how you can post with the help of these 4 special periods once the periods are closed is something we look at the last closure activity. That is closure activity. Close, we are saying after close. So that will be taken as your closure activity. But as if no, these 4 special periods help us to post the transaction in a close periods. How we tax, we will see at the closure activity. Okay. Now here, what are the steps we will do to as an hands-on in SAP? Okay. So first thing we'll define posting period variance. We define posting periods variance. T code would be OBBO. OBBO T code. Next, once we create this one, means we'll create one space, okay, to define our posting periods. We create one space, okay. Then next we will assign the same to our company code. We'll assign. So this T code will be OBBP. Okay, then next here in these steps, we'll open and close posting periods. We'll open and close posting periods for our company. Posting periods in our company. So how we can do that one with the help of OB5 to T code. So these are the 3 steps which we'll be following to define our or assign our posting periods to our company. Okay, what is the first step? First step. Here, if you observe this posting period, is it into physical year and posting periods? Earlier in ECC version, this 2 things will be in a 2 different navigation folder, like the same navigation path, but different folder kind of. Physical year like ledgers you can see, right? So in the same way, physical year, then posting periods we used to have. Now here it has come up in physical year only posting periods. The same path will remain the same. Okay, SPRO financial accounting global setting, physical year and posting periods. Here we have posting periods. Then see, define variants for open posting periods. Define variants for open posting periods, OBB0. OBB0. Here also we have the system defined posting periods 1000. I can simply pick this one and I can assign it to my company code. But if someone in future changes to this one, it will reflect in our company code. It will reflect in our company code. So that's the only reason always few things we create new entries. Okay, so new entries, I'll create one variant. So I'll create variant. It can be any 4 digits mark. It can be any 4 digits. 4 only it is accepting. Okay, alphanumeric or combination. Okay, so this combination I'm using same TM00 so that we can easily remember all the variants whatever we create in the future. Okay, so TM00. Any doubts in the variant name here? Why 4 digits only and all? Why TM00 only? Okay, so because already we discussed lot many times. It's a 4 digits alphanumeric. You can pick any digits or any alpha. It should not be there in the system. It should not duplicate. That's it. So I'm giving TM00 Tata Motors TPV posting period variant, or you can describe in half dots or something. Okay. Simply have given one variant. Either you can click on own or just it's same. I need Tata. It's a still org structure only we are defining. Done. Okay. Next step. Done. Assign variant to company code. Assign variant to company code. This variant, whatever we have created, we'll assign it to our company code so that it will link up. OB, B, P, T code. Now here we have a log data. So if something is popping up like this, what does it mean first of all? Just try to read out this pop-up. Whatever comes in your mind, tell me. Okay, so this means someone, yes, Hima, you want to?
Yes, someone's trying the transaction out probably.
Yes, exactly. So someone is trying the same transaction. So it will not allow us to do the changes until unless they are come out of this transaction, so that the system will take a time to save the data of this particular user. Okay, so I'll say no, yes, but is it good as a part of my training to wait for them to do the work and all, then we can move for the further step? No, it's not that good. Okay, I'm not in a real time now. Okay, then what I can do, how we can come out of these steps? This is called as a log entries. Okay. This is called as a log entries. Now you can just, if you are making a note or something, you can just give some space. Log entries, I'm sorry, LOCK. Log entries. Okay, so to delete log entries, we'll use SM12 T code. SM12 is a T code. Transaction code. T code in sense transaction code. SM12. Okay, how we can go to SM12. Direct T code we can give. Just let me quickly show you the path here. We can go to from this easy access screen. From easy access screen, we can go to tools. Here we have administration, tools, administration, then monitor. Monitor. From here we can go to SM12 log entries. Okay, SM12 log entries. From easy access screen, tools, administration, monitor, then log entries. Go to log entries. Whatever the username you have there, give that username. Give username. Remove the number of logs and all. Just to click on search option. The moment you click on search option, they are in this table. Okay, so I'm selecting that. Select. Selection means drop. Click on this tab or whatever you say, the end of this or starting of this transaction, this line item, okay? Or you can select all here, select all option is also there. If you have multiple at a one go, you can select, okay? Delete option, delete. Lock entries will get delete. Actually, this should not be done. Wait for 2 to 3 minutes, but still now we cannot wait. We can delete in this way, okay? Now, again go to define variants to company code. Now we are able to move on, okay? Now it's assigning only, right? Assigning. You will again no found of new entries. Here you can go to position button simply. You can go to position button. Company code is of yours. What's the company code? TM00. Enter. We can go to variant. TM00 is something we created. Assign it. It will get assigned, or click on drop down button. Pick the TM00. Any which way is fine. It's up to you. Okay. Any which way is fine. Say. Now, whenever the reason I'm giving TM00 every area, whenever I open your company code or your related project company code, I'll able to easily move on. Okay. Next, here we defined a variant assign, then open and close posting periods. Open and close posting periods. You can't see here T code. This is not a correct T code, COFI. This is a documentation. Okay. You will find OB52 T code. Posting period variant TM00. Okay, open and close posting period TM00. Enter. The moment you enter, it will give you the access to create your new entries. Which period you want to open, which period you want to close. Okay, new entries. Here you will find account types. Account types here in SAP for materials, vendors, customers. We have these account types. Okay. Account types, variant name A, D, K, M, S, V. So these are the fixed ones for SATA, customer D, K, vendors, materials, GL. It can be an interview question also, like what is the account type for vendors? It's K. Customer D, SATA. Okay, now either we can define for each area module wise. Okay, so what is the use of these here is, see, in our books, at times, accounts payable, vendor related activities completed. Can I close everyone's period without checking? We'll be having different areas of work, right? Like at the vendors, we will be having modules, customers, assets, materials, different area, different activities, different operations. Now, let's say for example, September 30 days, books are closed at the vendor related activities. Can I close books for all types? Yes, no, maybe.
No.
No. If we close, what will happen? Without checking, first of all, yes, we can close it. When we can close it, we have to check with other teams, okay, assets, customer team, whether you have closed your books or not. Then only we can close. If they're not closed, we cannot close. But I want to close because vendors is done. I don't want to post anything in the vendors related activities in the close period. So either we can follow either at one go openings of books for valid for all account types, or aside customer, vendor, material, GL account separately we can follow. How we can gonna do is, if you're making a note of it, just account types, make a note. A for assets, T for customer, K for vendor, GL, material, contract accounts. Okay, here we can use plus, simply plus. Plus indicates for all account types, right? So I can just pick plus here. Then I can go to from account 0 to ZZ accounts. We haven't created any account, so leave it. No need to worry when we are giving plus symbol here. Okay. From period, first period. That means in our case, it's a It's a which month? As per calendar? First period means which month, ma? April.
April.
Right. Very good, Abbas. Very good, ma. Very good, Hima. So it's a April month. First April. Which year? 2021 is a physical year. We'll pick physical year. Okay. 2021. Two period 12 to year 2021 physical year. This is authorization group. No need to worry as if now. Here we have from period 2. From period to 13th month. Okay. 2021. Two period 16 2021. So these 4 special periods 13 to 16 would be your special periods, 4 special periods after 12th month, 13, 14, 15, 16. 4 special periods will open for either audits or posting rectification entries or income tax related activities can be done over here to close the books. Books will get closed, but we can post with the help of this. How we can post, as I said, we'll see the closures topic. Okay, but now this is the way we can define. Okay, and this one from period 3 to period 3 we can see is this is for controlling. We can give the controlling open end periods from here itself. This is a new we can say these 2-3 fields are add-ons in a S4 HANA from SAP. Like in ECC you will never find this period 3 period. Here it's come up for the controlling as well. 1, 2, 3, 4 columns with period 3. Something, anything which you want to know here? Why, what kind of?
Yes. What's the purpose of these? What does it do in controlling?
Okay, so in controlling, we can also control the period close and open from here itself, in OB52 itself. This transaction itself, I can open and close the posting periods as per the controlling as well. This periods, okay. So earlier we don't used to have this one. Yeah, we can have the control from controlling area. But the simple finance, as we discussed in the demo, CO plus FI plus CO as a simple finance, right? So both came together and it's like kind of
Okay, so controlling like MM has a separate
yes,
separate period.
Yes, exactly, Hima.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, so each and every area we can do a separate one, but here we got this one. No need to worry about this thing. We can see at the controlling time also discussion can happen this about this.
Okay, thank you.
So here, if you don't want to give for all at one go, we can even define like this at the account activity type. Like for example, let's say for example, GL accounts. As first module will be GL accounts. I will specify all 0 to ZZZ GL accounts. Okay, so all 0 to ZZZ GL accounts can be from posting period 1 to 2021. If you want to close, like see for example, if I now it's October is 7th period, right? Okay, so October 7th period open to 8th period. Only 2 periods I'm opening here. So 7th month transactions as well as 8th month means October, November I can do now. That's it. Okay, ZZZ means we don't know which GL accounts will be creating. So alphanumeric we can take up here. Okay, so next period or from period 7 to close to period 8. Next periods I don't want to give, just open these two. Nothing will happen. Okay, if you want to specify next time 9th to 10th period also you can give like this. I'm so sorry. So related to whatever its requirement, as per your requirement, you can open the periods. Simple. It's simple. Okay, so if you don't want to give here, okay, next month when you come, like when you start opening or closing the books, you can specify 9 to 10 here itself. Okay, or all the books should be closed like 1 to 6 months. Then next year, what you will give? Next after 6 months, the close happen. What you'll give? You'll give 7 to 12. You can do like this also. No worries at all. We can give. We can specify like this. Okay, as if no for only for we are into trainings, right? So we will advise instead of doing experiments, you can experiment this way also. You can whenever you want, you can come back and change it. Okay. Here we'll give like this, okay, and how we can copy paste. We can copy paste also from here the screen itself. How we can copy paste is in SAP. Number keys, I need to stress on 2021, right? So how we can copy if you're copying, like if you're trying to enter the same details, how we can copy here? Control Y, do Control Y, then your mouse symbol changes to plus symbol. When it is changed to plus symbol, just drag, no normal copy, Control C for copy, paste. Is it getting pasted? So this way we can use the paste option. When you do Control Y, it will change your mouse symbol to plus symbol. We can use copy paste. Okay. So next, what I'll do by copy pasting, I can go for all different account types, vendors, then my customers, assets, M for materials. We can follow the same. But what is the use when we are following the same? Why we should define n number of times? Just plus is enough. For all account types, plus is enough. Okay, but if at all you want to define at every module or each and every area of your operations, you can specify. This is about the posting periods. Shall I save now? Any doubts? I'm saving in the same request. Any doubts before we move to next variant?
Madam, I have one question. This V3 and K4, on what basis a company decide upon, like maybe this is my first class, so maybe you might have answered. Just wanted to understand, like if any new company, what will be the deciding factor to go with January to December or fiscal period of June to July?
Okay. So here there is nothing company which company decides about here. This financially depends upon your region. Okay. So which countries the company you are maintaining. Like for example, we will be reporting to the government. Okay. And whatever enterprise you are into. Okay. Let's say for example, you are starting your enterprise in this particular, one second. Okay, so like for example, we are Indian company. Okay, this is as per your government rules, as per accounting rules, as per our accounting Indian accounting standards. Our financial year we will follow from April to March. It means we start our books in April, we close in March. Okay, now let's say for example, pretty new company, commencing in October. Now October 1st onwards, it's opening its books 1st October 2021. Okay, let me put these details a little different way. Okay, now this is a pretty new company. Now my books of accounts, irrespective of your commencement of date, my books of accounts will start from March 2021. This is the financial year as per Indian standards. But my books of accounts may start from October, but this financial year will be known as 2021 only. Physical year will be 2021. Because it's a Indian company, April to March is something financial we need to report. Now what I'll do, I'll commence from October. So October books will start. So October 2 we will close in a October 2021 to we'll close in a March 2022. If it is an Indian companies. This was short. This is as per the standards. That's it. It's a standard. Okay. Now, if a company don't want to follow Indian standards, they said, okay, whatever it may be, let me follow. Let me follow from Feb 2022 to Jan 2000. Sorry, 21 to Jan 2022. Let me follow Feb. They can go. There is no hard and fast rule, but while reporting to the government, how they will report? Financial year still says 2021. Physical year still says 2021 only. Government, as per the government, they need to give the April. So they can go for April to March again. How they will do the accounting? So that's the reason they will never follow until unless it's required. In this case, commencing October, no other option left over. Still their financial year, physical year will be like April only. They'll close in the books March because they're starting in October, they will give. If it is a non-Indian company, simple. They will open Jan to December calendar year. Okay. This can be done or 3 months, 6 months. They can open, close, open, close, open, close. Then the financial year still 2021 will be the financial year, and they will be reporting to the government in this way only. But they can do the settings in the system.
So controlling and finance will always have the same same period.
Yes, same period. But of course, when it comes to controlling is an internal management, right? Internal reporting purpose. It is an internal reporting. It's only for analyzing, monitoring. No need to report out that controlling part to government at all. Okay, so whatever the extract you get, P&L account, B by S, you will get from here itself. You will come to know the financial statement of a company from F5 only, not from CO.
So if you have an MNC and the global company is reporting in calendar year, how can the controlling follow that if we're locally defining defining a V3? Is it possible for FI to follow V3 and controlling to follow K4?
Okay, now here actually it's a good question. Okay, this profit and loss account balance sheet will replace as per your FI. Okay, now for your understanding, let's take an example. One more example here. We have one second. Okay. We have here Indian company. Okay, so Indian enterprise which follows V3. Okay, let's take for example Tata Motors in India. They have a branch. Tata Motors have branch in a okay. So this Tata Motors will be created as a UK company. This will be created as an India. And this will be created as V3 physical year variant because it's following April to March. But here we have a K4. Here we have a K4 because as per UK, my financial year should be Jan to December. Right now, how if I want to see the group, right? It's a group, right? Indian company, it's Indian, but having branch in a UK. Let's say, for example, if it is now Tata, let's say some example will be Pro, anything, any company of Indian company. Okay. In our case, we have taken Tata, so let us go for India, assuming Indian company. It's an Indian company. Now, how can I see Tata Motors reporting as a whole, because it's an Indian company only? I have to report it to Indian also. Now here in this case, I have to report to Indian government. Here I have to report to UK government. Both together, I have to report both companies together. I have to report to the Indian government, because it's, even though it's a part of UK, but it's as per India, I have to report them out. How it's possible? How it's possible means, in a, till ECC version, it was not possible. We used to do different entities altogether. We never used to group them together. Like this branch used to create as a separate and this used to be created as separate. Okay, now as a part of Tata company, Tata groups, for this group reporting or for this Indian government reporting, both together. Now, the concept of leading and non-leading ledger is into place. Okay, so this one is something which we'll discuss a little later, but because you asked, here we are discussing. When it comes to the topic wise, we'll little cut short. Leading and non-leading ledger is into place. Now we have got an option here, because it's an Indian government. Let us do one thing, Indian and UK, whatever the company groups we have, let us keep this also as a V3 variant, so that I can, purpose is solved, Indian government reporting will solve. I will create here a leading parallel ledger, which is a non-leading ledger
For the domestic reporting.
right, for the K4
UK reporting. Okay, makes sense. Good.
It's possible now here.
Okay. That's a huge improvement then. No?
Yes. So, and we have a few more like extension ledger, which will be covered as a part of your Delta.
Okay.
But still, this is a like, see how our life became easy, right? So this is the way we came up with. Okay. So they have come up with. So we will maintain here leading ledger concept, zero ledger, which we'll talk about in the next coming sessions. Leading ledger, not even coming sessions, tomorrow session onwards we talk about leading ledgers, blah blah blah. Here leading ledger concept is into place, wherein we can maintain a non-leading or parallel ledger again as this leading as a parallel, and reporting can be done easily. Now I can create one controlling area. Earlier we used to create one different controlling area, then we used to hit our heads by maintaining 2-3 different areas. But here one different area, one controlling area can be cross-company co-transactions, cross-company, both are different companies, right? Tata Groups is Tata Motors Indian, Tata UK Group, or some US, whatever. So by maintaining cross-company co-transactions or cross-company cost accounting, we can do here.
Okay. So group reporting has improved significantly then.
Group reporting, actually I'm using group reporting word terminology because 2020 S4HANA has given us this feature of group reporting. Okay, so that part I'm getting, but as I'm when it comes to here leading and non-leading ledger, this concept gives us a Tata groups as a whole report.
So that's a different thing. Group reporting is something
Group
else.
reporting is a different, which is coming to theory also.
Okay.
Like, yeah, it's always almost equal, but we cannot give the group reporting kind of word to this one. Okay, company level group reporting, you can say. Okay,
so you answered the question. Thank you very much. Yeah.
So this is the part of. So now your posting periods and everything will get defined. So how we can open and close posting period? In this way, we can open and close the posting periods. Okay, Abbas, is it clear, ma?
Yes, madam. as you said that it's not a, I mean, hard and fast rule to company to decide if they are residing in India, then they should follow that V3. And if they are globally, the presence is there, then they should follow their own country standard, right?
Yes, exactly. Exactly. If they're following others also, they have to pick the reports from that particular year and they have to report it to the government. Okay, so that's the survey. So next we'll talk about field status variants. Okay. So what are these field status variants? Again, this topic to relate when we go further, we will relate it better way. Okay. Here we have a few slides of different variants. If you can share these variants, 3 variants will say physical year, posting period, field status variants. Okay. We have already talked about physical year variant. Okay. Okay, and here is answer for your question mostly. Field status variant. When it comes to field status variants, okay, so here rather than this slide, what I'll do is I'll show you live example. Okay. Now this T code you don't know. This T code you don't know as if now. One second. This T code. Okay. P50 is a processing T code. No? When we process an HGL account transactions or APR transactions, we'll go to this particular screen. Okay. Here, if you observe, we have set of different fields. Okay. So we have 6 to 7 fields on a header and we have a transaction fields. So if you observe, we have here, see how this when I go on scroll here, how many fields we are getting. Okay. So every accounting entry will have a debit and subsequent credit. Agree? Right. So every entry will be having a subsequent debit to credit account, right? Yes, very good. So here total fields in a SAP fields. When it comes to transaction postings and all, it will provide us 140 fields. Out of that, 70 will be debit and 70 will be credit fields. Okay, like for example, if I have to process, for example, if I have to process which one? Any purchase entry. Okay, purchase account debit to bank or cash or vendor. Of course, vendor T code will use difference, but this is a creditor entry. Okay, so while using this one debit and credit, we will use the help of transaction code FB50 to post here debit GL, here to post credit GL. Okay, if you observe here, we will have a debit and credit entries. Can you see debit and credit? Okay. So here when I am entering the same set here we will have totally 70 debit and 70 credit fields. Now these may be required by a client to update or few fields may not be required by client to update. Okay, so they may require only few details or few fields to update as per the businesses or as per the industry of their client's requirement. SAP says, okay, whatever the fields it may require to enter by different enterprises are updated here. You can adjust. A user or a consultant can do the settings in such a way that whatever the company follows, it will display only those fields. The company, if they don't want us to be appear on the screen, you can just suppress those fields. If it is a mandatory, like for example, if it is a mandatory to enter invoice number or document date, that should be your required entry or mandatory field. We can do the settings. Like for example, see if I'm entering the reference number and I'm pressing enter, hitting enter here. What it is saying? Enter a valid date. So date is my required entry field. So this way it will stop us. So without entering the settings, how we can do with the help of this field status variants. With the help of this field status variant, I can do. Okay, it is prompting us an error message. We'll go back to that error message little later because we haven't done the org structure yet completed. Okay, we have not done. So let us go to field status variant. Here field status variants, we can do the settings being in the same area in a financial accounting. In a financial accounting, it's behaving little slow. In a SPRO, same being in a same area, like financial accounting global setting, then ledgers, then fields. Here you have defined field status variant assigned to company code OBC for C5. T codes are OBC for C5. First of all, here, do we know these fields as it now? What are the 140 fields? We don't know. And here, each group, we have this set of fields in each group of different GL account types. Like bank GL accounts will have different groups. Okay, reconciliation accounts will have different groups. Reconciliation accounts means subsidiary ledger also we can reconcile. Those will be having different groups. Cost account GLs will have different groups. So set of groups will be there. So altogether you will have 40 plus groups we have. In each group we have 140 fields. Okay, so how we can remember this? What are these 40 groups and what are these fields? What we do is we will copy here to do our transaction, to do our settings. As we don't know what are the fields available. Yes, sorry, I could have not given this one. Here it is a defined field status variant OBC4. In defined field status variants, because we don't know anything as it now, we'll copy from the SAP product what it is giving and we'll assign it to a company code. How to do that step, we'll see. It's little slow. Okay, here we cannot go for new entries because I should know what are those fields. Here, sorry, this is a new entry. This is a copy as option. Okay, new entry. This is a new entry. I cannot go for new entries because I don't know. What I'll do, I will select 1000, which is system defined. 1000 or 1200 IDS defined. If you observe the train is changed the name, no need to worry, but it's a system defined. Select this one, do copy as option. Do copy as option. We are copying instead of creating, we are copying. In which we are copying in our TM00, our own field status variant. I am creating TM00. FSV for TM00 is what I have given the description. FSV field status variant. Field status variant for TM00. Then if you observe here, your save button will not be activated. Just press enter to copy. It says one entry has dependent entries. One entry has dependent entries. Copy all. Yes, do copy all. In this one entry, you will have 40 groups, 40 plus groups. When you do copy all, it says 47 dependent entries got copied. So this dependent entries got copied. Select your TM00. Click on the field status groups folder. These are the 47 groups which I said 40 plus groups will be having. 47. So you can see here YB01, YB02. But in ACC, you will see G001, G002, G003 kind of. Both acts are the same. No need to get panic when you go to, if you're doing practice in ECC version, don't get panic. It's a G001, G002 you will have. This set of groups like general text, set of groups. Again, you will have general data. This text is an optional entry. If you don't enter, nothing will happen. Invoice number, optional. So here, these are the set of again subgroups are there. Settlement period, material number, all are mostly into optional entries only. Okay. Okay, but we can do the changes from here. We can do the changes from here. Like business area, make it required entry field. Without entering business area, it will not allow you to move further. What we do going forward, when it is compulsory, we'll select it. If not, you can select from now onwards also. Cost center, profit center, you can do the. But here we haven't created, so please don't do the changes until unless it's required. Do small change, test required entry fields. Okay, so business area entry field, required entry field. Go to additional account assignment, business area, required entry field. Save. Save. So in this way, we can do the groups copying and then making the changes. Banking, bank related data, text required entry field. Assets, and these are the set of fields which will populate on your screen when you are doing the different processing by selecting the different GL accounts based on these groups. Okay, so simply you have, we don't know all this. So what we have done, we have from field status variant, we took 1000. Okay, save as or copy as, change your name, TM00, save will not be activated, plus enter. After changing the name, it will pop up whether to copy, do yes, then go to, I'm deselecting it, okay. Select your TM00. Make the changes, whatever you feel like. See, we have here required entry field, suppress, required, optional. Any doubts here?
Madam, this task, it needs to be done by the implementation, I mean, the implementer or.
Abbas, can you be little louder, Abbas?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ma'am, this task, who will be performing this? The implementer or it comes
Implementer.
under,
Yeah.
okay,
Consultant.
consultant. It will not be a part of the administration, the person who looks after the system administration module.
No, because this needs a transport request. Okay, so transport request will get generated. First of all, when they're taking the client requirements, right? So they will take this also as a part of that. Okay, if they want in between anything to do, they need reach out to support consultant. No worries, they will do it for you. Okay, but it's a need a transport request to be raised. Okay.
Okay, understood. And just another thing is that you have put TM00. So like this name for field variant, basically it's a link between our set of book TM00, or it can be
No,
any.
no, it's actually, we decided to have a alphanumeric company code.
Okay.
For easy remembrance, I have quoted Tata Motors TM, numeric as 00, that's it. Okay, so based on this company code, all my variants also I'm creating as a TM00.
Okay. So later on, there will be a link between our set of book and with this field variant.
Now in the next step, we will assign it. So whenever
Okay.
we assign it, right, what will happen? It will automatically assign it to our company code.
Okay. Understood.
Okay. Yes, Seema, your understanding is perfectly correct. This is going to hide or show or display. It will allow us to move without entering also fields, right? When we post the GL entries, It can be vendor related postings or asset posting, whatever. We can do field settings here only. Yes, your understanding is right.
Thank you.
Okay, so next step, what we do once you create this one, when you create, now actually here we can assign 1,000 also to our company code. Already 1,000 is there, right? We can assign 1,000 also. But what if in 1,000 they are into controlling and they made this cost center as a mandatory field? This cost center as a mandatory field. We are not into controlling. We don't know how to do the cost center right now. If they made it mandatory, right, here, we will go for a toss. So that's the reason what we do, we'll copy from 1,000 to our company code. We'll make all the fields, whatever required, we'll check all the fields and we'll do the settings and we'll assign it to our company code, the one which we created. Okay, so assign company code to field status variant. This is where we are linking everything to our company code. See, TM00 is my company code. What I'm linking here, for easy understanding purpose, we have created TM00. Okay, so actually in a real time, how the things will happen, company code will be TM00, field status variant, posting period variants, all the variants which we create in a future also, it will be with 1,000 or 2,000 mostly. If a company has very less company codes or group in a same having same physical year and all, they'll go for 1,000 or 2,000 kind of nomenclature. But if a company has like, see, so many groups and they have different variants, V3, K3, V4, blah, blah, blah. So they will go for different nomenclature, but mostly they'll go for 1,000, 2,000. We cannot afford 1,000, 2,000 because this is a demo version and those will be already created. If you observe here, 1,000 or 2,000 already, those will be created. Already there, 1,000, 1,200, 1,700, all are there already. So I cannot duplicate it. We cannot duplicate it. We need to check always. So this is the another trick. Even so instead of checking always TM00 whether it's there or not, duplicate or not, we can directly go for it. Okay. So this is about the field status variants. Any doubts, ma? Okay, so next part when it comes to, okay, so whatever we are storing as it now, where it will get stored, this transport request. In the transport request we are storing, how can I view? That is with the help of T code SC09. SC09, if I have to show you this SC09, let us go back a little bit. Here, seen in the tools, we have ABAP Workbench. In ABAP Workbench overview, SC09. Okay, from SAP Easy Access screen, we have tools. From tools, we have ABAP Workbench. Here we have overview. Here we have SC09. Workbench organizer. So, who is user? TRNE 238. I am the user. Customizing request, bench modifiable, display. Just click on display for you as of now. This is the main request, parent request. Whatever we are creating, we are posting in Tata Motors. This generates automatically a child request. In this child request, what are activities we have done till now? We have done company code, define, company code delete copy, business area, field status, assigning, blah, blah, blah. It will add on. If we create one more, it will give you the, okay, so click on plus symbols, observe what we have done, observe. This will give you the table name, still lender. These are the 3 business areas we have created on the other day. Okay, so this is one small area which we can discuss. Now, let's talk about one more topic, which is the chart of accounts. Chart of accounts. So, how my chart of accounts should be defined here? How my chart of accounts would be defined. How can I use, like opening of books? You will maintain different books of accounts, right? Before opening the books, what will be my grouping? How can I define in my company code and all? So we'll talk about chart of accounts, define chart of accounts. So chart of accounts, simple, we can define, how we can define with the help of OB13 code. Okay, let me code first of all, then define chart of accounts, then we will assign company code. This is also a simple step. In this chart of accounts, I'll define the groups, chart of account groups. Those groups we can do by OBD4. Okay. Then we have a small topic as retained earnings. Now, this is a variant again. Chart of account define chart of account is a variant we'll define first of all here. One variant. In that variant, we'll create the groups. Okay. So first, define chart of accounts variant. A simple variant I'll create. Okay, simple variant will create here. Path SPRO, reference, IMG reference, financial accounting, put your T codes, additional info, display key, IMG activity. Okay, so here we can go for, what is this? Chart of accounts, right? So here GL accounting. Till now we did few topics from here. So as a part of org structure, GL accounting basic settings also will be done by org structure. One second, ma. One second. Hello, can you hear?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, okay. So here general ledger accounting, it's a part of a chart of accounts, is a general ledger accounting topic, but it's a main head or company's organizational part also. So as a part of org structure, we'll be going for GL account, master data. From here again GL accounts. Okay, here in a preparation, we will do these 4 steps as I said. Okay. Edit chart of accounts list. We'll create a variant. Assign company code to chart of accounts OB62. Then define account groups is for OBD4. Retained earnings account OB53. Okay, so these 4 steps we'll do slowly one after one. So first of all, edit chart of accounts. So in this part, in this edit chart of accounts part, go for new entries. Chart of accounts, again I'm giving the variant, it can be any variant again, 4 digits. Okay, so I'm coding with TM00, my company code or my company description TM00, Tata Motors COA, chart of accounts. Okay, so which language you want to maintain? Obviously it will be English, but I have seen for Italy people and all, they would like to go for their own language. So we can go for chart of accounts, but here we are using English. Length of a GL account number can be 0 to 10 digits maximum. Okay, length of your GL account number can be 10 digits. SAP is giving us 0 to 10 digits starting with, but It says it recommends us to use 6 digits length. Okay, so 6-digit length would be a good number for any kind of business to have their GL accounts with this length. Okay, simply we'll give length of the GL account number, then we will save it. Okay, so group chart of accounts, as if now not required, this will consolidate, acts as a consolidation. So group chart of accounts, if you have multiple company following different, we can group it, but here it's not required. We'll just save it as. It's a simple step. Okay, so we have just maintained the language length and we are creating our own variant. Going back, simple, assign company code to chart of accounts. OB62 T code. Okay, now it's logged. What we can do here?
SM12.
Very good. We can do SM12 here, right? So we can delete the lock entries. It will not allow me to move further otherwise. Okay. Either I have to wait. If I say yes, it will only display. I'll not find new entries. Of course, I can go for position now. You can say, okay, I can go for position, right? But I can't assign it. We fields will become uneditable, unmodifiable. Okay, we cannot edit here. I can't enter TM00 here. Okay. So what we do, we will take this user name or whatever who blocked it. Now I can go for slash I'm using so that I can go for this one, which one? New transaction here directly. SM12 is a T code. Username will give that username which I've just copied. Number of block entries, all I'll pull out. Okay, click on search. Is logged these many entries. Okay, these many entries is same user logged. Okay, so I don't want to go for all details, tables and all. I'm trying to delete all his entries, so he has to start from fresh, whatever. Let's move on. Okay, let's move on to our assign company code to chart of accounts. Now you can see you can see in a editable mode. Okay, so it's a white field instead of gray. Go to position TM00, enter. We are assigning chart of accounts TM00. Okay, save this one. Done. Simple. Now in this chart of accounts, how many groups you want to maintain for your books, main headings for your books? Okay, so this one, like for example, we thought of 6 digits length, right? 6 digits. Okay, now we have 4 different types of main when we talk about balance sheet and profit and loss account. We have expenses, we have incomes, we have liabilities, we have assets. Agree? Okay, now what? It's a 6 digits GL account which we are going to create. Now it says what are the groups you want to maintain. So these 4 groups I want to maintain. One is expense, income, assets and liabilities. First one, second one, or let me put here number, third incomes or expenses, right? So these four groups, it is, we said that length of my GL account would be 6 digits. Let's take 6 digits length of for these groups also. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so I can maintain all my liabilities with the 1 series, assets 2 series, incomes 3 series, for expense 4 series. Groups, these will be my groups. In this expense, I can maintain like Now, we have expenses, direct, indirect, direct sales, indirect incomes. We have fixed assets, current assets, or blah, 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 secure investments. Also, one more group we can have. Different groups maintained by a different companies. Okay, so this grouping can be done in such a beautiful way in a future. If I want to see all my liabilities report, I can see with the one series. Now see here, there is no compulsion stating that you need to create with this only kind of starting with one series, two series only, but we are grouping our GL accounts groups in such a beautiful way so that a company, whenever they want to get the reports particular to any group, all capitals account, so they can pick this particular GL account reports within this particular range, 1 lakh to before 2 lakhs. When it goes to before 2 lakhs, we can pull out all the share capitals. Now, in a liability also, if you want to, current liability, okay, sundry creditors, unsecured loans, secured loans, okay. For example, we have a current liability, this one. So, as a part of liability, I want to view current liabilities. I can view current liabilities if I group this also separately. I can view only this group. If in current liability also, I want to only view sundry creditors, if you create a subgroup here, you can view only this one. Now, if let's say, for example, for all the areas of my accounts, books of accounts, if I'm using only one series, you can use here also one series, one series, one series. Can we view the reports separately as an expense or income? May or may not possible. Again, while grouping, right, no, actually answer is no. But if I create a group like this, wherein just for idea purpose, 1 lakh to 1 lakh 100 I'm creating only for, or 1 lakh 1000 groups I'm creating for only expenses. Next number 1 lakh 1001 to 1 lakh 1200 I'm creating for incomes. See how confusion is it? We should remember from which number of one series we have given expenses, incomes, and other assets and liabilities. In this case, it gives us a lot of confusion when we have so much 6 digits is our length we have taken. When we have this big 6 digits number from 1 lakh to 19999, I can play with the numbers here. So next number will go to 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs, up to where I can play this number, I can play up to 9 lakh 999, then only it will change off. So when we have this number range with the 6 digits, why can't we group it in a proper way? Now see how nicely we can group. See, 4 lakh is an expenses. Now can I do in this way? All my liabilities I will create with this number range only. All my assets I will create in this number range only. All my incomes, all my expenses in this range. So it will not exceed. When I give 4, when I'm pulling the report, I can give 4 asterisk. It will pull all my 4 related expenses. 3 asterisk incomes. 3 asterisk. Okay, it will pull out all the reports related to our income. And one more thing, not only this one here, we can give further breakup for direct expenses as 4 lakh, starting with 4 lakh 99 is my freight group. Okay, so 4 lakh 100 to 4 lakh 199 is my wages. Indirect expenses, I can give like 4 lakh 200 to 4 lakh 299. Salaries. So when I want to view the report, I can just pull out 400 to asterisk. It will give only 2 related. This range it will give. It will give this range because the next range for transport will go to 4,300,000 to 4,399,000. See how our life became easy. So these are the subgroups. So subgroups, when we're creating subgroups in an expenses, we will make this one as our number range, which controls our account groups. We can create like this subgroups here also, here also, here also within this number range. So I'll create 200, 100, sorry, 200, 100, I can say 2 lakh to 2 lakh 99. All my fixed assets, 99 fixed assets. If you think in your company you have more assets, simple. Increase your range, ma. Increase your range. That's it. 1,000 around. How many assets you can create here? Around 2,000 assets you can create here. Or do one thing. 1,000 assets 09999. You can use like this also. Land. That too only land I'm talking about. Fixed assets only about land. Different lands you have. Okay. Go with it. Or buildings. If you want to include or give one more for buildings separate. You can do it. Okay, so this is a chart of account group creation. So here when we go to hands-on here, this is defined account groups, OBD4, new entries. Here, which chart of accounts we created just now? TM00. Which account group I want to create? Liability. Liabilities. Here liability. 4 digits it will accept as a short name. I'm trying to enter one more. It's not accepting. From account 1 lakh to 1,999,000. TM00 assets 200,000. Two number don't give and try to see what will happen. It should not replace, that's it. Okay, expenses 300,000 to 39999. Okay, so specify account interval. Okay, so it is asking us to specify an account interval. So you give the next interval also. Here this interval is small, so it is not accepting. We can correct like this. Okay, so 4 lakhs, sorry, expenses always will start with the 4 lakhs. It's not a mandatory, but easy remembrance. Okay, first liabilities, then assets, then incomes, then expenses. So let me change here. Incomes I'll give 300. Not a compulsory, ma. Not a compulsory. But if you want to give like this breakup here, like sales, whatever we have done, you can give. No issues. TM00 instead of incomes, direct incomes, or let us take this one as direct incomes, indirect incomes. You can give 3,100,000 to 3,199,000. Okay, so this number range will overlap, right? So what we have to do? Cleverly, we have to reduce it off. Net, it should not overlap. It should not overlap. It should not be less than your 6 digits, nor it should be more than your 6 digits, because you have defined your length as 6 digits. Okay, so it's up to you. It's up to you. If you don't want this one extra, leave it, delete it, select delete. Always it should be with the delete symbol or minus symbol. Any doubts?
Sorry, what was this T code again?
OBD4.
OBD4, thanks.
OBD4 is the T code. Okay.
So this number range is the convention one.
Number range is because we have taken 6 digits, so you can take any number, but just try not overlapping, or like don't mix and match. So
Okay. So this length is the same in ECC, or has this
it's
become?
because no, it's because we have selected in our previous step, we have selected here 6 digits. It's the same length, 0 to 10 digits in ECC also it's the same.
Okay.
Here I'm taking the 6 because here in TM00 in that particular chart of accounts, where is that? Okay, T missed, I guess. Okay, so TM00. Here we are taking 6 digits, right? So because of that, it's allowing us 6 digits. But as I said, we can go for 0 to 10. You can use this number also. 1 second. You can go with this number also. If you go with the 1 series or 2 series number, 2 series, if you take 2 series, we can go with this number also. I'm sorry, it is pulling some date format. Okay, so from here 11 to 50, in this way also you can pick it up. It's up to us, but it will allow here only 4455 GL accounts in each area. In expenses, I can create 5 GLs. Okay, here I can create 5 GLs. What is that number? 11 to 15, right? Here I can create only 5 GLs, but now here I can create 1 lakh GL accounts. I'm giving buffer. When I select 6 digits, I'm giving buffer. Each and every area around 1 lakh GL accounts we can create as expenses in any company, which is more than enough. Okay, let's say for example, if an enterprise is like existing till 20 years in the future, whatever the new GLs will come up, happily they can move on. In any company, there will not be more than 500 to 600 GLs. If let's say for example, max to max big companies, big Bs like big L&Ts or any big metro kind of projects, or that at that time you will be having thousands, 2000 GLs, not more than that. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Here it's giving us a buffer 10 lakhs. So that's the reason we'll not pick 5 GL accounts. Sorry, 5 up to 5 length. If I pick up 5 length, what will happen? 5 length, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So 40,000 to 4999. Okay. So how much space is it is giving us? 4 lakh minus 4 lakh 99 minus. Sorry, I'm something correct. Okay, so this one, it is allowing us around 10,000, but here it is allowing us around 1 lakh 99,000. So that's a better standard says 6 digits. Okay, but I have worked with the companies who goes with the 8 digits, who goes with the 5 digits, and all. Okay, so that's about chart of accounts group. So here we have a small topic, this retained earnings account. This retained earnings account actually talks about in SAP, as a part of a chart of accounts, we have here one GL which acts automatically based on your income and expenses. Okay, so if incomes are more than your expenses, we will get a profits. If our expenses are more than our incomes, then we'll get a loss. So this account actually takes carry forward without any intervention. So in this SAP, X variant is already defined. X and Y variants are already defined. So which acts for our reserves and surplus profit and loss account to carry forward without our intervention. Okay, so here let us take X variant only. We will not talk about Y variant. X variant is already there. Now this X variant, what we have to do is which GL account will create for our profit and loss account. Which GL account we are going to create profit and loss account. That should we will link it up here. Okay, so let's say for example, out of these GLs, whatever just now we created our grouping, out of this we'll create 1,100,000 for profit and loss account in a future, this GL. So this GL, what we will do, we will assign it to retained earnings account so that it will link up with this X variant here. As if though we have not created any GL accounts, we just grouped it by giving some number. That's it. We have grouped our main groups. If you observe, we have grouped it. That's it. Okay, so I did not create even this reserves and surpluses GL account, but in a future, when I create a profit and loss account GL, I'll create for this retained earnings account. Okay, so what I'm doing initially, because it's a mandatory step before creation of GL account, it's a mandatory step to assign. So we'll complete this particular small step here. I'll explain. For sure, I'll explain you when we move further. Okay. So define retained earnings account. Same in the same path, in the same general ledger master account GL data preparation. Go for a documentation if you want more clarity about this one. Just go through on it. If you have anything, let me know.
Sorry, I can't hear anything.
I'm so sorry, I was on a mute and talking. Okay. So as I said here, in a profit and loss account, just as shown here, 1 second, let me put again 1 second. Here, this they are saying this 3,32,000 or some 9 lakhs account is a X account because they might define in their chart of accounts IKR and GKR. It's for example, we have defined TM00, they define GKR, IKR with these number ranges. But here, as I said, there is a no hard and fast rule to have these accounts until unless 6 digits, you can pick any number range from here, right? Any number range within this series, 6 digits, starting with 1 lakh to 99999. We planning 100 because it's a like easily rememberable number, right? 100 within this range. Pick any account and you can assume that we will be creating this as a profit and loss account GL. We can assign to this X variant as if now. Okay, so that's the only purpose. Okay, what we do, being in the same path, define retained earnings account OB53. We'll go to define retained earnings account. Here chart of accounts TM00. Okay, here go for what happened. Was it locked? Logged by user, it is showing logged by user. Where it is showing down, it is showing logged by user. See, blocked by which user? 221 again. Okay, TRNA 221. So what we can do again? We can go to SM12. Okay, here we can go 221. Okay, remove number of bits. I'm deleting. Why we should go now? I will give OB53 directly. Okay, OB53. Chart of accounts TM00. Earlier it was a gray. Now it got open. Okay, now it got deleted. Log entries got deleted. Now see here transaction balance carry forward variant X and Y. Just put X. Enough. For drop down button you will find nothing. Okay, so it's a inbuilt. Okay, account. Which account we thought 100. When we create first the GL account, at that time we will give 100 as a profit and loss account. We'll create 100 as profit and loss account. Now when I save this one, see, now when I save this one, account 100 not created in chart of accounts TM00. It's an error message. Error message. It is a error message. Sorry, it's a warning message actually. It's a warning, error message or warning message. What is the difference between these two is Warning message will allow us to move further. Okay, it will allow us to save. It will hit it. We can just ignore. We can ignore by pressing enter. Just to show you, I'm just again trying to do the same thing. It's 100. I did not save it. When we try to save, when it prompts, it's a warning message. It will allow us to move further when it is a yellow color warning message. If it is a red color, that means it's error message. We have to solve the error message to move further. Two different types of messages will be there. One is warning message, yellow color, which help us to move further. When I press enter, it will ignore this and move further. Okay, error message. Error message, it will give us a red color here, red color. Okay, it will give us a red color. We have to press enter to move further. Sorry, we have to solve it to move further. I'm so sorry. We have to solve it to move further. Okay, then press enter, save it. Simple. I pressed enter and I'm moving further because it's a warning, not an error. Okay. Any doubts here?
It's okay. Clear. Thanks.
Okay, so this topic also, when we relate, when we move further at the time of processing and doing the things, you will able to understand. It's not a like kind of not understandable language, but it's the way we are doing the basic settings. Okay, so once we do the basic settings, right, you will able to move further without any problem.
But we didn't actually define this account, right?
Yes, we
So-
have it. Yes.
Okay, so that's why we got that warning message earlier.
No GL accounts we created, nothing, no account we created, just two groups we created.
Right. Okay. Thanks.
Okay, we have created only groups. Abbas, all fine?
Yes, madam, all fine. This just to understand this retained earning, when we will be closing the period, that time system internally will be calculating the liability, and then it will be pushing the amount in this account, right?
Right, exactly right. Understanding pretty fine, correct. It's correct.
Thank you.
Okay. We have one more topic. I think I'm done. Okay, so we have one more topic, but still we will take it up in tomorrow's session. Okay. I thought of completing. This is also an important topic actually. Document splitting. New when it comes to the this document splitting topic as a part of leading and non-leading ledger, I said, right? Just before when we were discussing this physical year variant, we talked about leading and non-leading ledger concept, right? So that particular leading and non-leading and document splitting are a part of new GL account. New GL account concepts of this one, which one? ECC6 version, which carried the same as in our S4 HANA also. Okay, so this topic will discuss a little new GL concepts on a whole at the time of processing, right? At the time of controlling, I can show you the exact picture by taking one example of posting the transactions with the controlling. I'll show you this new GL concept, but document splitting as a step, we will do it. We will do as a part of configuration because it's a mandatory step. We will do it tomorrow. What is the use of this document splitting? How it's helpful? Will be covered as a part of new GL concepts. Okay, so, right. So everything at the same time will not be able to discuss. Few things we can complete then and there itself, but few things because we are into more org structure defining, right? So defining part, it will link now all the activities. Whatever we are doing, it will link up in our company code, all activities. Okay, so use at times we'll see one after one. Okay, so any doubts, I'll wait. If not, I'll end up the session as for today?
Okay, on my side.
Okay. Okay, bus. Chalo.
Thank
Good,
you.
good
Thank you,
night.
Abhida.
Good night. Yeah.
Good night. Bye.